Hello and welcome. You're listening to the FluentX English Speaking Podcast, where English feels calm, clear, and human. And today's episode is a very important one, because today we're going to help you talk about your day in English in a way that sounds natural, confident, and real.
Yes, and we're doing it using something many learners are afraid of, the present perfect. But don't worry, this is not a grammar lecture. This is a conversation.
Let's start with honesty. When someone asks you, "So, how has your day been?" Many learners freeze.
Because suddenly you're thinking, is this past tense? Is this present tense? Which tense should I use? And while you're thinking, the moment passes.
Exactly. The problem is not English. The problem is overthinking.
Here's something important. The present perfect is not about grammar rules. It's about experience.
It's about what has happened up to now. Today is not finished yet, so we talk about today like this. I've had a busy day. Not complicated, not scary. Let's imagine a real situation. You meet a colleague, a friend, someone you know. They ask, "How has your day been?"
And you can simply say, "It's been good." That sentence alone is perfect.
Yes, it's been good. I've had a long day. I've been quite busy today. These are present perfect sentences, but they feel natural.
Now let's gently go deeper. You can talk about things you've done today. For example, I've finished my work. I've answered a lot of emails.
Notice something. We're not saying when exactly, we're just talking about the experience of today. That's present perfect. Here's a big relief for beginners. You don't need details.
You don't need times. You don't need long stories. You can simply say, I've had meetings all day. That's enough. Present perfect is also great for feelings.
You can say, I've felt tired today. I've been a bit stressed. I've felt good about today. These sentences sound honest and human. This part is very important. When we say today, we often use present perfect.
Because today is not finished yet. So we say, I've done a lot today. I haven't eaten much today. That's natural English. Let's talk about negative sentences. They are very simple.
You can say, I haven't had time today. I haven't done much today. These are very common in daily conversations. I want to say this clearly. You don't need advanced sentences.
Simple present perfect sentences sound better than long, confusing ones. Fluency comes from clarity. You might not realize this, but you already use present perfect ideas in your language.
You talk about what has happened so far. English just gives it a form, and you're already doing it. So in this first part, we talked about why talking about your day feels hard, how present perfect is about experience, and how to answer how has your day been naturally.
Smiling softly. In the next part, we'll practice real conversations, talking about work, home, small daily tasks, and things that have or haven't happened today.
Welcome back. If part 1 felt lighter, that's a good sign, because when English feels light, your mind opens. And now, in part 2, we're going to use present perfect in real conversations, the kind you actually have in daily life.
Yes, not textbook English, but English people really use when they talk about their day. Let's start with a very common situation. You meet someone at work and they ask, "How has your day been?"
You can answer calmly, "I've been quite busy today." That sentence is perfect.
Or you can say, "I've had a lot of work today." No grammar stress, just real English.
Now imagine someone asks, "What have you done today?"
You can say, "I've finished my main tasks. I've completed my work for today."
Notice how natural that sounds. You're not listing times, you're sharing experience.
This is where present perfect helps beginners a lot. You can talk about things you haven't done yet.
For example, I haven't checked my messages yet. I haven't had lunch yet. These sentences are extremely common. Let's pause on the word yet for a moment.
Yet is very friendly for beginners. You can say, I haven't eaten yet. I haven't finished yet.
You don't need to explain more. People understand immediately.
Some days are not good or bad. They're mixed.
And present perfect is perfect for that. You can say, it's been a long day. I've had a busy but productive day.
That sounds very natural and mature.
Let's come back to feelings, because people often ask not just what you did, but how you feel.
You can say, I've felt tired today. I've been a bit stressed.
And that honesty builds connection.
Now imagine you're talking to a friend or family member. They ask, what have you been doing today?
You can say, I've been at home most of the day. I've done some cleaning. I've watched a bit of TV. Simple, real, comfortable. Here's a nice fluency tip. You don't always need full sentences.
If someone asks, have you had a busy day? You can say, yes, I have. Or, yes, I've been busy. Both are correct. One small reminder, don't translate these sentences word for word.
Think in meaning, not rules. What has happened so far today? That question guides present perfect naturally. You don't need to practice for hours.
Just notice these sentences when people ask about your day. Even saying one sentence confidently is progress. There's something else about present perfect. It sounds calm.
It doesn't rush the story. It gently shares experience, and that's why native speakers use it so often. So in this part, we practiced talking about your day at work and home, saying what you've done and haven't done, using yet naturally, and sharing feelings with present perfect.
In the final part, we'll bring everything together. We'll talk about full daily conversations, answering follow-up questions, and sounding confident without thinking about grammar.
Welcome back to the final part of today's episode. If you've stayed with us until now, something important has already changed. Talking about your day in English doesn't feel confusing anymore. It feels manageable.
Yes, and that's exactly how fluency grows. Not in big jumps, but in calm understanding. Let's put everything together now. Imagine someone asks you, so, how has your day been?
You can answer, it's been quite busy. I've had a lot to do today.
You can answer, it's been quite busy. I've had a lot to do today.
If you want to add a little more, you can say, I've finished most of my work.
Smiles. That sentence feels complete. You don't need to explain everything. Now imagine the other person asks, what have you been working on today?
You can say, I've been working on a few tasks, or I've been answering emails. That's enough. Some days are quiet, and that's okay.
You can say, I haven't done much today. I've mostly been resting. That sounds honest and natural. People often ask, how are you feeling now?
And present perfect works beautifully here. You can say, I've felt a bit tired today, or I've been feeling better this afternoon. In casual conversations, people use present perfect without thinking.
For example, I've just finished dinner. I've already done that. These sentences are everywhere. Here's a relief for beginners. You don't need to think, is this present perfect?
You just think, is today still happening? If yes, present perfect feels right. Let's say someone asks, have you had a long day?
You can simply say, yes, I have. Or, yes, it's been long. Both are natural. There's something very calm about present perfect.
It doesn't rush the story. It shows reflection. And that's why it sounds confident. If you're a beginner listening right now, I want you to know this. You don't need to master English to talk about your day.
You only need a few calm sentences, and now you have them. Fluency is not speed.
Fluency is comfort, and today you've taken a step toward comfort. This brings us to the end of today's episode, How to Talk About Your Day in English. Speak calmly. Speak honestly. Speak from experience.
Your English doesn't need to be perfect to sound confident.